Hey there everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and this is Jessica Lynn at Home. Today I'm going to share with you guys a vlog style video because there is a lot to share. If you don't know, my husband and I bought a farmhouse fixer-upper back in September 2020. We are fixing the house up and we've had some bumps in the road and we've fixed some rooms up, but it's coming along good. So I have a lot more room makeovers to share with you guys, so make sure you are subscribed and you have the bell rung so you don't miss out. But today I wanted to share with you guys what we're gonna do with some of the land. So we got 5 acres with this house. And it needs fixed up too. So there's a barn and there's a pond on it and there's just a bunch of weeds on the rest of the 5 acres. So one of the things that we're gonna do is we are going to raise chickens. We went to Rural King and we bought 12 baby chicks. Let me show you guys. All right guys, so the chickens are in our basement. Well, it's pretty much a dungeon. It needs work. If you watched my empty house walkthrough when we first moved in this house, you probably didn't even know we had a basement, but we do. If you didn't watch that, I'll leave it linked below. But this is it. This is the basement, and it needs work. It has some water coming in from all of the snow melting and the rain, and yeah, so we got to get it fixed up. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today we're going to talk about the chickens. So here are the 12 baby chicks that we got. There are 3 different types. There is 5 Americana, 5, I forgot the name, something else, and then 2 gray ones, which I believe is that one, and another one is called Sapphire Gems. So they're super cute and they're very active. Right now they're kind of sleepy. I think they just ate, but they're normally very active, walking around here chirping all the time. And apparently they will lay, the one type lays blue eggs, and then the other 2 type lays brown eggs. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, we have them in this big tub that we got with some bedding and their food and their water, and then we have 2 heat lamps on them. So they're doing good. We've had them for a week now and they are already getting bigger. So we're gonna build a chicken coop today for them. This lighting is crazy, but we're gonna build a chicken coop for them today. And it's not gonna be a DIY tutorial. That's why I'm doing type of a vlog style video today, because we actually bought plans for this coop on Etsy. They were $16 and we figured it would be a lot easier to buy plans to make this coop instead of just winging it, because normally when I build things, like I built my built-ins for our office upstairs, normally when I do that type of stuff, I kind of just wing it. I look at it and I go, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I need. But for something like basically a shed that has to withstand weather and hold the chickens and keep out predators and things like that, we kind of needed some plans for, and thought it would be a little bit easier to have a guide to figure out how to do this. So I'll leave a link to the plans that we bought in the description box. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. My husband's out at Home Depot right now buying all of the supplies, and then we're gonna get started. All right, so my husband just got back and dropped off the trailer with all the wood. There's a lot of 2x4s in there. He wasn't able to get the plywood or the windows, unfortunately, but that's okay, because I think we have plenty of wood to get started on this today. I don't think we're going to be able to finish it today. It's probably going to be a few days worth of work.
let's just waste away. One more time is all we need. A bitter truth to face, not that innocent. We know what we did. I'm a sucker for your love, even though it's kind of toxic, babe. You know I feel it.
All right, we got the base or platform built, and it took us about 2 hours to do this platform. It went pretty okay. And now we're going to go ahead, we're gonna skip putting the plywood on top of the platform, and we're going to do the front wall. So we're gonna start building the walls, and then we'll assemble everything outside. All right, we got one side built. That took about, what, 45 minutes? And we basically have to do another side just like this. Okay, we have 2 walls done. The second wall was pretty much like the first one, but it had spots for the doors and this spot in the middle here. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, these angles right here for the nesting boxes, those were a pain. But that took about 45 minutes to do that wall. So now we have 2 more walls to build. Okay, so we're at a stopping point. This is the 4th wall, and it has windows in it. And I told you guys that my husband couldn't find the windows, so we have to stop here because we kind of need the windows, because we can't find the 12 by 18 windows that the plans call for. So we're gonna have to go a little bit bigger and go to Lowe's to get the other windows. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wrap up for now, and then we're gonna come back and work. But we have 3 walls built and the platform, so that's good. And we're also gonna get plywood and something else that we need. I don't know, there's something else we need. So we're gonna go get all that stuff, and then we're gonna come back and continue to work. So far, it's taken us about, we started at 10 a.m. and it is now almost 3 p.m. It's 2:30. So it's taken us about 4.5 hours. So to get this done, which isn't too bad, I think. All right, we just got back from Lowe's, and the windows that we ended up getting were these ones. They are 18 inches by 24 inches, as opposed to 12 by 18 is what the plans called for. So hopefully these will work out, and we're gonna put them in here and frame this out and get this last wall done here. And then we also got flooring, so we're gonna be putting that up and hopefully getting a lot more done. So we need to get going.
Nothing more to say, let's just waste away. One more time is all we need. A bitter truth to face, not that innocent. We know what we did. I'm a sucker for your love, even though it's kind of toxic, babe. You know I feel it when we touch. That your love is from a different place. It's toxic, babe. Oh, it's toxic, babe. Yeah, yeah. It's toxic, babe.
All right, the sun is going down and we've completed putting the walls up for the day, and that's where we're gonna stop. So let me show you what it looks like. So I'm back here, that's where the nesting boxes are, and then the front where the door goes is over here, and then the back, and then this side is where the chicken run's gonna come out of, where the chickens' doors are. So I think we did a really good job for the first day, and we spent about 6.5 hours on this. We probably could have got a little bit further if we didn't have to stop and go to the store, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, we'll continue tomorrow if it's not raining, or well, whenever we can work on it again, hopefully. So we'll be back. Hey everyone, it's day 2 of the chicken coop build, and it's actually the next day. So it rained last night and most of the morning, so it's about late afternoon. So we're gonna get started on it and work till probably dinner time and see how far we get. So my husband's already started on it, so I need to get out there and start helping him. All right, so when I came out here, my husband said we made a goof last night. Apparently this back wall back here is upside down. It should be flipped the other way because these are the roosting ledges or whatever, and there's gonna be a bar that goes from here to here. So this wall right here should be level with that one, so the bar can go across, and it's not because the back wall's upside down. So we're gonna fix that, and by just cutting 2 more pieces of wood and attaching it where they need to be attached at down here, instead of trying to just take these off. So we'll just leave those there and then just put 2 more pieces of wood down there. So, oh well, you know, we're not perfect, it happens, but we're gonna continue working on. So while Eric runs to Ace to get more nails or screws or whatever, this whole thing has been difficult because we've nailed everything in, and we needed like a nailer. That would have been very helpful. But since we don't have one, hammer worked okay, but it was pretty difficult to get some of the angles to nail things in without a nailer. So he's gonna try to get screws instead to hopefully finish off some of this. All right, so while the husband is out at the hardware store getting more nails or screws or whatever he's getting, I have been given the task of tracing out the nest dividers. So there's 4 of them. So I got a box to make a template out of, and then I can just trace that template onto this plywood, and then we can cut it out. Hopefully that works. Everyone, it's about 3 days later. My camera cut off because I ran out of space, so I couldn't film anymore the last day that I filmed. But I wanted to show you, we did get the nesting boxes in, and we also got the roosting poles or whatever you want to call it in, and that was that same day. We fixed our problem, so we got all that in and got the nesting boxes in. And then last night, my husband put up the framing for the roof. And now today, we are going to work on the siding. So my husband's cutting a piece right now, and we're going to try to get the siding up tonight.
Things get huge, just keep on moving through the beat. Don't let them get the best of you. When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm. Do you remember? I told you if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing, baby. It's easy to speak out about the way I live, but it's a 24-karat dream.
Well, it's day 7 of this chicken coop, and I left you guys off. I don't even remember where. I was hoping my camera cut off, and then we didn't work on it for a couple days because it was cold, and then my husband went out and worked on it for a few days, and I didn't because it was really cold. So I don't know. We have left to do the door today, and the trim, and then attach the door to the nesting box, and then also paint, which we won't be able to do today because it's still too cold outside. So we're almost done. So I'll show you guys the progress of where we're at when I go outside to start working on it. Yeah, I want to go show you the chickens though, because it's been a week since I started this vlog, and I want to show you how much they've grown in that week. I think they've gotten a lot bigger. All right, so coming down to check on them, and they have gotten so much bigger. They're getting their real feathers, and their legs are huge, and their feet are huge, and they got a little xylophone over there. My mother-in-law got that for them. So yeah, they're getting really big. They're probably about, we think they're about 3 weeks old. So we've had them we've had them 2 weeks. So they were probably a week old when we got them. And from all the pictures that we look at, they're probably about 3 weeks old. So it says we can move them to the coop when they're about 6 weeks old and it's above 65 degrees outside, and it stays that, or if we have like heat lamps out there. So we're planning on putting solar panels out in the coop. So hopefully by 6 weeks we can move them out there, because yeah, they're roosting on top of their water and food containers already, and they're gonna be flying around the basement before we know it if we don't get them out there. So yeah, but they definitely have gotten a lot bigger. So anyways, little chicken break before we go out and work on the coop. All right, so it's a little chilly out here still today, but it's sunny. It's not really windy, so it's a good day to finish this coop up other than the paint. So here is what it looks like. My husband got the roof on yesterday, and we got the windows in and the nesting box lid built. So like I said, we have trim and to attach the doors and paint, and then we are finished with this coop. So we're gonna get to work.
It's easy to speak out about the way I live, but it's a 24-karat dream. No supermodel in my dirty jeans, but in my 24 inches heels. I'm not pretending, I'm born like this, a game for the reckless. It's so extreme and I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. No, I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. They're calling me a mad woman, mad woman, mad woman. Calling me a mad woman, mad woman. No, I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. 'Cause boy, it's none of your business if I'm a mad woman. It's trouble in your mind how I spend my time, but it's a 24-hour streak. Wasting all your thoughts just to criticize, but there are plenty more ways to think. I'm not pretending, I'm more like this, a game for the reckless. It's so extreme and I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. No, I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. They're calling me a mad woman, mad woman, mad woman. Calling me a mad woman, mad woman. No, I don't.
All right, it's the last day of the chicken coop. Well, at least the last day for the vlog. So, we finished up yesterday adding all the trim and like attaching the doors. So really all that's left is to paint everything. So I'm gonna use paint that we had left over from when the painters came and painted the house this past fall when we first moved in. So it's just Sherwin-Williams super paint in just white. It's just exterior paint in white. So I'm just gonna paint everything in white and then be done with it. And then, yeah, the chickens can move in soon. So let's get started. The coop is finished. I think it turned out really good. All in all, we spent about $700 to $800 on building this coop, plus the $16 for the plan on Etsy, but I think it was well worth it because I don't think that we would have been able to build something like this for any less on our own. And also, we definitely wouldn't have been able to make something like this, or not make something, but buy something like this already pre-made or just like put it together for less than $3,000, something this size. So I'm happy with it. We just had to put in some, you know, elbow grease into it and work really hard. We might have not had the right tools to do every little cut we needed to do, but we figured it out. And is it perfect? No, but it will keep the chickens dry and it will protect them from the weather and protect them from critters and things like that. And really, that's all that matters. So, I mean, you know, it might be a little crooked in some spots, but that's why we're gonna call it the crooked coop. So I think I'll make a sign and put it on the door. But yeah, I'll give you guys a 360 view of it and kind of show you how it turned out. I'm still gonna put a latch on the door so it can't open. And then this is the nesting box, which we did put a little latch down there on. I don't have it shut, but we put a latch there. And that was, I think this was the most complicated thing to do, was this nesting box and the windows. But you know, we figured it out. And then this is the back where the chickens will come out of, and we're gonna build a run from back here. It's just, we haven't done that yet. So that is the next thing on the list. And then of course we'll get the automatic chicken door. We have to order that. And then the other side is just the plain side. So yeah, it looks great. It's gonna function great. And I think the chickens are going to be super happy with it. So that's really all that matters, if they're protected and they're happy little hens. So other than that, yeah, that's it. We are going to build the chicken run and move the chickens in there in the next 3-ish weeks probably. So stay tuned for that, because I'll probably do a little vlog style video for you guys and show you guys how big the chickens have gotten. So make sure to subscribe and ring the bell here on YouTube, but also follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Jessica Lynn at Home, because I like to share stories and pictures over there of whatever's going on here on the farm. So, all right guys, I will talk to you guys soon. So take care. Bye-bye.